Hey everyone, today we're going on an adventure back in time to see what Europe was like thousands of years ago. Now, Europe is a pretty cool place, right? Lots of cities, culture and good food, but it wasn't always this way. We're going way back, 26,000 years, to a time called the Last Glacial Maximum, or LGM. Think Ice Age, but even colder. Imagine Europe covered in massive ice sheets, some as tall as mountains. These giant blocks of ice reached all the way down to Germany. It was super cold too, about 9 degrees Celsius colder than it is now. Brr! People and animals had to be tough to survive back then. This icy Europe was a world of crazy contrasts. Giant ice sheets reflected the sun, making everything super bright. But under all that ice, it was a freezing winter wonderland. Not a lot of plants could grow, and it was pretty dry. It sounds rough, but even in this icy desert, life found a way. So this last glacial maximum, or LGM, was the coldest part of the last ice age. Imagine Europe with an average temperature of -6 degrees Celsius. That's freezing. These huge ice sheets weren't just sitting still either. They were moving, carving out valleys and shaping the mountains and fjords we see today. They were so heavy they even squished the Earth's crust. The ice sheets also sucked up a lot of the Earth's water, lowering the sea levels. This meant that land that was once underwater became dry. The English Channel, the bit of water between England and France, was basically a frozen highway. Animals and people could just walk across it. Pretty cool, huh? Forget the forests and green fields you see in Europe today. During the LGM, Europe looked totally different. It was a mix of icy tundra, windy grasslands and bare plains, not exactly a vacation spot. Close to the ice sheets, there was this tough little band of tundra. It was mostly mosses, lichens and short shrubs. The ground was frozen solid underneath, which made it hard for anything tall to grow. Further away from the ice, there were huge grasslands called steppes. They were dry, with a few bushes and maybe a short tree here and there. It was a tough time, but plants and animals are pretty clever. They adapted to the cold and the short growing seasons. It was like a survival boot camp for nature. Europe during the LGM had some seriously scary predators. Cave lions were huge and strong, the kings of the Ice Age. Leopards, quick and sneaky, could live almost anywhere. And then there were the saber-toothed cats. These guys were powerful hunters with giant teeth. Early humans had to be very careful not to become dinner. Life wasn't easy for early humans. They had to be smart to survive. They made tools, learned to hunt together, and formed groups to help each other out. They were tough and creative, and that's how they made it through. Deep inside caves, early humans made incredible art. They painted pictures of animals and hunting scenes on the cave walls. It's like they left us messages from the past. We've also found fossils of the animals that lived back then. These discoveries help us understand what life was like during the Ice Age and how humans lived alongside these amazing creatures. Scientists are like climate detectives. They use climate models to figure out what the Earth was like long ago. They study things like ice cores and layers of dirt to learn about the LGM. This helps us understand how ancient humans survived in such a cold world. When humans arrived in new places, sometimes the really big animals, called megafauna, disappeared. Scientists think this might be because humans hunted them or because the environment changed. By studying old campsites and fossils, we can try to solve this megafauna mystery. Even though the Ice Age was tough, life on Earth is incredibly resilient. From tiny bacteria to giant woolly mammoths, living things found ways to survive. It's pretty amazing. By studying the past, we can learn about how strong nature is and how we fit into the big picture.